Nearly 4.5 million people quit their job in September, and almost as many left in August.
It's a phenomenon called the Great Resignation. And in tonight's Your Stories report, News 8's Steve Price introduces us to a San Diegan who explains how he walked away from his job with a smile and no hard feelings coming from his employer.
It's called the Great Resignation, people quitting their job, not for another one, but to do something else entirely, like spend more time with family, start a business, travel. But experts say there is a right way to lead off on that next adventure to better your chances for success.
Beautiful. Hi, baby.
Will Ezell now spends his days feeding elephants, seeing ancient temples, and enjoying beautiful scenery. His new life in Thailand is a far cry from the full-time video editing job he just left in San Diego.
I wouldn't say a resignation, just a little time off to kind of get out here and explore the world while I'm still young, and have a little adventure of my own.
Will is there with his fiance. They had actually planned to visit Thailand for 2 weeks last year, but the pandemic canceled their trip. Now, a year and a half later, they've saved up more money and realized they wanted a lot more out of this adventure.
We said, let's just live there for a while. So instead of a 2-week vacation, we're on, a 2-year vacation right now. And we're just really, eating amazing local street food. We're meeting the locals. We're just living life to its fullest out here.
But Will makes it clear this new chapter in his life came with a lot of planning, not only saving up, but also quitting his job the right way.
I gave him a nice long notice and I was like, look, I got to go do this. I got to learn a little bit about myself and, a little bit about my heritage. And they were super supportive.
You really never know where things are going to go. And so you want to leave on great terms.
Andres Larez with Shapiro Negotiations Institute says they're seeing a lot of what they call boomerang employees, ones who leave a job but didn't really think things through, and now they want to come back.
If you don't prepare, you're essentially preparing to fail.
So tip number 1 is never burn bridges. It could cost you good references from coworkers who now have to pick up the slack. Plus, if you're a good employee, your company has incentive to take you back.
For the employer, it's risk mitigation, because certainly that means you kind of know what you're getting, and it means you don't have to train. It means that they can hit the ground running.
Tip 2, before outright quitting, talk to your employer to see if maybe you can work remotely or cut hours so you can still have the flexibility that you're looking for.
COVID has really kind of opened up people and organizations to think about, okay, what is the role of work?
Will is still able to do some freelance editing projects, but tries to keep that to just a few hours in the morning so he can have the day to explore. He says Thailand is beautiful and he's having an amazing time. His advice to others considering a similar adventure:
budget, plan, and just, get out there and do it. Don't hesitate.
Steve Price, News 8.